And oh my gosh, I think that's another one of his exes. 2 exes walk into your bar. I brought them to a bar for some chill drinks, and instead I've just made everybody really angry. Oh, jeez. Hello, my little peaches, and welcome to the start of a new series, or a new mini-series at least, based on the new pack, which is The Sims 4 Werewolves. So we will be playing through the new pack, seeing what we think of it. We'll be going to the new neighborhood, which is Moonwood Mill, right here with a little... well, I was going to say vampire. I'm going to do that a lot. I apologize in advance. The little scratch mark across it. This is the new neighborhood of Moonwood Hill. I must admit, I was actually really shocked at how tiny it is. There are like 2 existing residentials here. The Volkov and this one, which we're going to be using. There's a starter kind of home, which we'll be using as part of our series. There is also this Prowler's patch here, which is also residential, which you can build on. There is the Moonwood Mill Library, and there is the Grimtooth Bar and Bunker. Now, unfortunately, there's no like little, you know, when usually you hover over new neighborhoods, it tells you a little bit about them. There's none of that. So Moonwood Mill really is tiny, but once upon a time, Moonwood Mill was filled with the bustle and sounds of the nearby lumber mill. Today, the town is transformed. Interesting choice of words. The rusted shells of its former industry provide a cover for a handful of mysterious denizens who've sought out the wilderness-shrouded community, basking in its remote and anonymous nature. It is a place with a hidden history, and those who live here know that if you dig deep enough, you're bound to discover some fascinating secrets. It literally sounds like the start of Life is Strange. In fact, aesthetically, I feel like it's very much like Life is Strange 3. Anybody else getting those vibes from it? Because I know I am. Also a bit Life is Strange 2 as well. But I'm really excited to give it a go. So what I've done is, if you checked out my first video on the new pack, I created an all new character who exists in this neighborhood already. That is Luna Waters, who lives over here in the new starter home. I've got her all set up, and I've also set her to a certain part of the werewolf, like along the werewolf journey, I guess. So we'll be able to explore a little bit as an experienced werewolf, and also I kind of figured we need somebody who gets bitten and becomes a werewolf from scratch, because I want to see what all that is about as well. So for that, we are going to be using none other than one of our not so berry sims, none other than Rain, who you guys all really suggested for this pack. Here is Rain. He is kind of my wreckish sim. He currently has the villainous Valentine trait, but I'm thinking maybe a change of scenery might be enough to try and like help him not be with his disastrous ways. I don't know, or maybe it will feed into them even more. It depends what path he takes, I guess. So we're gonna start off in the Not So Berry household. I will show you guys Rain in case you don't know him from my main series, and then we're gonna get him moved out and into the new park. So while it's loading, if you're excited for this series, please don't forget to give it some thumbs up. If you're new here and you've just landed on this series, I have a bunch of amazing series on this channel. There's like so many episodes that you guys can watch. I'm coming to the end of a Not So Berry series, which I encourage you guys to watch from the start, or you can watch my original series, which has almost 500 episodes as well. So yeah, give it a go, and if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. So here is Rain. Rain is hanging out at home, stinky as normal because he's a slob sim, so he doesn't care too much about his hygiene. I feel like he's gonna fit in with the werewolves just fine, and he did do something terrible in the last episode. This is his ex, Mackenzie. I heard you became friends with Christy. Yeah, we did become friends with Christy. Friends is an interesting way to describe it. As you can see, we have quite a colorful history. We have dated quite a lot of sims with the intention of basically achieving X status with them, of breaking their hearts, because we don't really believe in true love. We watched our own mum have an affair, which resulted in our little brother, Bowen. And because of that, we are just kind of a bit afraid of relationships, afraid of love. We'll never admit that because we're like all tough and macho, but we are definitely a little bit freaked out by them, and we just don't really believe in the idea of true love. Iris is back home from school, who is our little sister, and Christy here, who we did woo-woo with last episode, is our little sister's best friend, or like one of her best friends. So yeah, that is kind of a good reason for us to jump out of town. And you know, we've been living in our parents' basement for a while, you know, with like our weight rack and our guitar, which I'm actually going to put in his inventory before I forget, and his Xbox. I wish I could put that in his inventory, but I can't. Mum would keep him home forever, but at this point he's kind of needing to spread his wings. He's sort of realizing his sister's going to realize what he has done with her best friend, and she's probably, oh, I forgot the new update broke hairs. I don't know why it did that, but that's actually horrifying. She's going to realize what he did, and he doesn't really want that drama. His mums and dad are out at the moment, and he's definitely the kind of person that would want to dip without leaving a scene. So we're going to quietly go ahead and move out. Since we're going to move out quietly, I don't think you're going to be able to take a bunch of money with you, but we'll do it all the same. And I was like, why was the word Luna stuck in my head when I named the sim? Totally forgetting that Rain's dad, Gordon's surname was originally Luna. Totally forgot that. So we're gonna move Rain out on his own. I'm gonna give him like, I feel like he'd be okay just taking like a bit of cash from his parents just to kind of get going. So we need somewhere cheap to stay, somewhere, you know, where the rent won't be high, because we need to find a roommate to move in with. Luckily, we have somebody looking for a roommate right now. They have 2 beds and they definitely need somebody to help put together a little bit of cash to help them pay rent. So we're gonna be moving into the new neighborhood with Luna Waters. So let's go ahead and start our Werewolves playthrough. It's always so exciting starting a new series. Okay, so this is New Moon Shack. This is the little house that we'll be staying in, and this is Luna. So she's a werewolf, as you can tell by her plumb bob. Oh, you know it's my plumb bob, she said. And this is her house right here. So here is the spare room that we'll be making our own. Here is her room. And the little house that we've been given as well. It's very basic, but I'm hoping over time we can start filling it with things from the new pack, because I'm really excited to explore everything from the new pack. But we're I like to start from the bottom and raise myself up just because it's more fun. I'm enjoying the new little mailbox and this new little fence and stuff. And I'm excited to find out everything else that's in the pack. So basically the way it works is, so if I went to Rain and chose to pick a new aspiration and I decided to give him the werewolf one, he would start out as a werewolf initiate, which is like right from the very beginning. And then there's a bunch of things you have to do to complete the werewolf initiate. And then after you've completed the werewolf initiate, you then get the option to choose more werewolf aspirations. I only realized all this as I was playing with Luna so I could get prepared for the pack. So for her, I chose the Wild Fang Renegade. So she's already completed werewolf initiate. Now she's on the Wild Fang Renegade. So it seems like there's 2 different like packs you can join. There are the Wild Fang Renegades and the Missionary of the Collective. They have different aims. Wild Fangs want to unapologetically take on the world as a werewolf. Their reward trait is Chomp Champion. Sims sent into werewolves by Chomp Champions won't negatively react to being turned. They'll want to join the Chomp Champions pack too. And there is also a Missionary of the Collective. So this sim wants to join the Moonwood Collective and become a friendly werewolf ambassador to all. So very different approaches. Like this one is like, I'm a werewolf, I don't care, I shouldn't have to hide what I am. And this one is like, we have to show that werewolves can be good and try and get along in the world. So very, very different. And their reward trait is Refined Lupine. Refined Lupines turn up their noses at the thought of losing control of their fury, passively generating less of it over time. So 2 very different approaches. And there's also the Cure Seekers for those who don't want to be werewolves anymore, but they will retain their link with the moon and the lunar cycle, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a second. And there is also Lone Wolf, who want to be the strongest and most feared werewolf all on their own. And their reward trait is Threatening Presence. So they inspire more fear in those around them, sometimes to the point of fainting. And Greg, well, to them, he might as well be a cute puppy. Wait, what? Who's Greg? I'm confused by that. Who is Greg? I'm scared now. Who is Greg? Who's Greg? Like I said, we're exploring this pack together, so I've tried not to go too deep into it. Just as deep as I needed to start like my story off. But right now, Rain still has this villainous Valentine. I don't know if I'll ever be able to complete this because it's kind of brutal. Because I have to break up 10 couples. This is something that I really don't want to do. The X status I'm kind of close to, but we have been caught cheating like a bunch of times. So I feel like we're already down a dark path. And he's kind of somewhat happy in his lifestyle, but he has started to feel a little bit of guilt and like stress about the way he's been acting. So maybe a change of scenery is just what he needs. So I'll go ahead and let these guys get to know each other. He's very stinky right now. I think initially we're not going to notice anything particularly different about Luna, apart from, you know, the fact that she does have these strange markings all over her body. These kind of scars that look very much like they were done by some kind of huge beast, you know? The other thing I did just want to do, I'm going to show you Luna's wolf form in case you didn't see it, but I also want to make one change to the wolf form as well. And one thing I would always suggest, by the way, is immediately unlink this form if you use custom eyelashes like me, because they will mess everything up. So here is her wolf form. I tried to keep things like fairly low key because I'm still a little bit weirded out by the wolf forms. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It also literally took me until this morning to realize that they don't have tails. They have just like little stubby bits, not like a glorious wolf tail. And there's no option to add a tail as well, which I'm finding really distressing. Also, there was an issue with my columns since the update. I've had to switch to 2 columns for now. which is pain. But what I would like to do is I feel like there should be like some signs that something is amiss when a sim is a werewolf. So we've got wolf eye colors. I'm thinking only yellow and blue eyes are allowed for wolves, which is kind of perfect because Rain already has blue eyes. But what I was also thinking is I feel like your canine should naturally be a little bit sharper at all times. So I do actually have these are technically like canines for werewolves that I got from Pixis, who does amazing content if you like fantasy kind of content. I don't know if they're a little bit too big for like, you know, day-to-day wear. So I was like, maybe those have slightly longer canines. That's literally how my teeth looked in school, but with a gap in the middle. Or like these that I use for vampires, but they feel a bit too much like vampire teeth for me. These ones are maybe a tad too realistic. I don't know if they're freaking me out. Those ones are very realistic. Yeah, it's like hard because I feel like that's a vampire's teeth, whereas that's a werewolf's teeth. I think I'm gonna stick with these. I think we give like werewolves those teeth. So if they laugh, you can see their canines are slightly bigger. Like there should just be some tells. I think it's more fun when there's some tells. I also feel like you've lost some of your skin details since I made you last night. So I'm just gonna pop those back on real quick. I also somehow forgot what wolves look like and thought that they had slit eyes like a cat. So her traits are family orientated because I figured a pack is your family. Hot-headed because, you know, she's got this like rage, this werewolf rage. And also slob because I have dogs and they don't care so much about personal hygiene compared to cats. I like the idea that vampires are neat freaks and werewolves are total slobs. Okay, so we're discovering things. As I've gone back, let's just check out her new teeth in action. Oh my gosh, yes, they look so freaking badass. See, I like sharp canines. Some people have them naturally. She's looking very cool right now. We can see that tonight is a new moon. Nighttime sleep grants mood benefits. So I love this. I love all these little extra things. You can also see what the moon is at all times. And I don't know, it's feeling very like Skyrim werewolves. I had a mod that would tell me the moon phase each night and it would affect my werewolf differently. So I really like that. I also want to show you what the werewolf needs bars look like as well. So it looks like this, which is pretty cool. Very reminiscent of vampires. I can see my fury at the top there, which is really similar to spellcasters. So fury envelops werewolves like a beautiful flaming blanket. As fury grows, their animalistic instincts begin to manifest and will eventually take over. So fury gain is constant and you make it faster with certain temperaments, preferences, abilities, and the full moon. Be careful out there. So I feel like if your fury gets too high, I don't know what will happen. Maybe we'll transform. Maybe we'll attack somebody. I'm really not that sure. Luna's current rank is a prime wolf. The next one that she can head towards is a veteran wolf. So she's a wolf in her prime. She's still fairly young. She's a young wolf. She's not a veteran wolf yet. And you do get these like extra little traits as a werewolf as well that add as you increase over time. Increase your werewolf like status. So she has easily excitable, which is so, I love these like dog inspired ones. Oh my gosh, stop complaining that you stink and get a shower. Well done, finally. We have easily excitable. Is there fun happening over there? The sim now gains fury while feeling playful, while watching TV or playing video games too, like a hypersonic puppy about to hit critical mass. So this is very spellcaster. And then also territorial. These sims have an unusually high desire to claim what is theirs, so to speak. So this sim will gain fury if around another werewolf's boundaries. You see where this is going, right? I don't. Honestly, I don't. Please just don't pee on things. But I feel like if Rain like starts going in a bedroom and messing with her stuff, she's probably gonna get pretty angry. Also, it's summer in this new neighborhood, but it's cool, which is why we've got the fire on. So these are the werewolf abilities. These are the ones that I've unlocked so far for Luna. Here is her current progress bar. And you know how the vampires, as they gained perks, they'd also get like bad things as well, which I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that, you know, with good also comes bad with vampires. I personally really did like that because I like the fact that if you grew stronger as a vampire, maybe you also became more sensitive to the sun. Like, I feel like there should be, you can't just have all the good benefits, you need to have some of the bad ones too. But for werewolves instead, we have dormant abilities. They're available at any tier. They don't require any additional ability points, but instead they're unlocked by completing a relevant objective for that ability. So these are the abilities you can have. Werewolf empathy. You can pacify other werewolves, I guess, when they're in their fury, which you can get once you reach Delta rank, which I think is the top rank. Luna Epiphany, Eureka. Luna can comprehend the lost secrets of the moon. So you get this by reading werewolf related literature. Werewolf Mentorship, which means you can teach other werewolves with skill and grace. Unlocked by running practice howling, sharing werewolf experiences, or pack mentor as a veteran werewolf on a good friend werewolf, which we're not veteran yet, so we won't be able to do that. Werewolf Menace. Enjoy scaring sims and feeling no guilt about it. So this is what we do if we're kind of like a cheeky werewolf. So we've got a do ferocious, intimidation, turn into werewolf, or vicious howl on a sim who's already frightened, whilst below maximum fury. Werewolf diplomacy, used to win over werewolf allies, which is asking for werewolf sympathy on a non-werewolf sim. And transformation mastery, transform into beast mode at will. So it seems like you can't transform until you either unlock this, or I guess if it's a full moon, we'll discover as we play. But unlocked by preventing your werewolf from scaring any sims during a fury-induced rampage. So those are the dormant abilities, of which we have none so far. And the extra things that I've unlocked for Luna so far: wolf nap, just because I thought it was cute to be able to sleep anywhere; hunter, so that they can gather their own food; night vision, so they can see better at night; natural healing, so you know they're covered in scars but they don't really care because they heal really quickly, so you know if they hurt themselves it's not too much of a bother, which explains why they're so scarred. They can actually resist at this point rampaging. I like the idea that Luna was born a werewolf, so over time she's learned how to control like her rage somewhat. Pack howl, so she can use that to fulfill social needs. And curse bearer, which means she can turn sims into werewolf via a cursed bite. These are the abilities we have so far. I really wanted one werewolf that could already do something, and also a baby werewolf that we have to start from scratch. Of course, at this point, Rain isn't even a baby werewolf. He's just somebody that's moved to this town, has no idea really what's in store for him, and doesn't even know what werewolves are. So whilst he's bathing, I thought I would show you guys some of the cool werewolf things that Luna can do. She has these unlocked, but when I first got her, all she could really do was howl, which sounds like this. But now that she's got a few more abilities unlocked, she can do a little bit more, like do a pack howl, which is even louder and increased like her fun and stuff. Oh, I got a reply! I could hear other werewolves replying. Okay, that's really, really cool. I wonder what other sims make of it when you do that. I feel like Rain is like, I wonder what she's watching on TV. I can also do a wolf nap, which I think she will do like on the floor, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she literally rolls. She literally rolls and then sleeps on the floor. Okay, Rain is such a freaking werewolf waiting to happen. He literally just walks in on his own and is like, oh, what? She's having a nap? I'm down for naps. Doesn't even question the fact that she's sleeping on the floor. He's like, yeah, we'll nap together. That's totally fine. So yeah, we can nap anywhere. And then the other ability that I have, which I would like to try out, especially since my hunger is a little bit low, I can go hunt for food. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens if she does this. Oh, geez. She's angry. She's feeling like she's gonna mark something. She has a sudden desire to pee and wants other to know this space belongs to her. I guess because Rain's in her space, naps while she's doing naps. Like, she needed a roommate because her current job doesn't quite pay the bills. She works in the fast food industry. She is level 2, but her hours have to work around when she'll be like in werewolf mode. So I got her to work from 6 till 10 because at least then she can come in when the moon sets, work for a bit and then go to sleep, rather than getting disrupted in the night or having to work in the day when obviously she's very much like a night owl. So I had to kind of figure out what jobs would fit her. How do I mark things? Oh my gosh, listen to how she's eating. Oh, Rain is gonna be like, what on earth? He'll be like, on the one hand, like, this girl's like super hot, and he's like, you know, we all know what he's like. Okay, he actually does find her super hot as well. Oh, and she finds him not as hot, but definitely still very, very hot as well. I mean, he fits in with this neighborhood so well. I didn't even intend that. Like, I started working on his appearance. Listen. Oh my gosh, and where did you even just find that? I don't even know. She's feeling good from going on a strike and from eating raw meat. Oh, look at these scratches as well. He just kind of had this aesthetic anyway, and now it fits with this new park just so perfectly. But I don't want to immediately just change everything about him. I want him to slowly learn to become a werewolf over time. So since it's our like first night, I figured that even though she's kind of angry and she really needs to pee and mark somewhere, like, I don't even know how to do that yet. Can I do that in a toilet? I can smash the toilet. I can do a savage poo. What? I'm trying to like figure out a way to mark territory. Can I do it via her? I can't figure that one out yet. I guess it will be something we figure out together. But for now, we are just gonna go ahead and travel to the local bar because she's like, okay, I didn't love the idea of a roommate, but she's really excited he's here. We can like play video games together. It'll be really fun. But just know that sometimes I need my own space, you know, especially at certain times of the month. So to make sure you're not lonely when that happens, I'll show you around the neighborhood. Okay, so I'm gonna send them into the Grimtooth Bar and Bunker just so I can see what it's all about, because the other place is a library and like, I mean, I want to go there at some point because maybe old is not as it seems. I'm also like, I feel like there's something here. I think you can explore these caves and stuff, but I want to like absorb the park at like my own pace and like make sure we're checking everything out. So for now, let's go to Grimtooth. And I actually think James Turner, formerly known as the Sim Supply, worked on a bunch of these like lots. So, oh, it's ladies' night. Oh, Rain, you're gonna be very happy. So I'm like, did he work on this one? I don't know. I'm wondering. Okay, if I do like my little howl, like you're running straight in because you're like, ladies' night, hello. Will I be able to see like who all the other werewolves are here? I kind of want to try it out. So I'm gonna do like a little pack howl. Oh my gosh, she wants to flirt with Rain. Okay, right, is anybody else gonna reply? Oh, he did. Okay, Edwin Reed, the mixologist, is also a wolf because he just replied. Oh, and why is Vlad here? Why would you come here? I hope you're about to disappear because this is a terrible idea. You don't just walk into werewolf territory. Everyone knows vampires and werewolves hate each other. I did kind of think, should I do a vampires and werewolves like forbidden love storyline? But I also know you can be fated mates, I believe. I don't know if that's something I can apply. I will like learn all the cheats this game and maybe we'll apply that and like try that out. But you can't do it between werewolves and vampires. It can only be between werewolves and werewolves. So I am going to do a sniff and introduce over here. Like he's disappearing. That was wise. I think you just came to check things out because I want to see what a werewolf... Oh, does he do it back? No, it's a one-way thing. She kind of, when she stopped, had a bit of a growl to her. I don't know. Okay, wow. First impressions are not great. Definitely not great. Luna's sentiments about Edwin is unreliable and he's like, oh, she's immature, which I actually think makes sense because like, you know, she's this easily excitable wolf pup. So that I see that makes total sense. And she's again like wanting to do this whole territorial thing. I don't know how to mark something. Like I'm like looking for something that I can like pee on, but I'm not getting any like pee on options. Like I don't know if I'm just being really dumb about this. Like, do you pee on a person? Like, can I pee on... Can I pee on Rain? I don't know. Snarl, insult feeble nature. I can't pee on him. I don't know how to do that. It's not coming to me, obviously. I can scratch things though. I'm gonna go scratch something. Oh, and this person's a vampire. Why are so many vampires coming here to hang out? I don't know. Why are you actually like a randomly generated cute as hell vampire? Like what the hell? Like look how you're dressed as well. You just heard vampire and werewolf love story, Jefferson, and you were like, oh hello, let me introduce myself. I cut my eyebrows especially for this. Like I never get cute townies. What the hell? Okay, so this is the area. We have this like cool little drinking station here that has like a little bar in it. Vlad's still here. Like literally, why is he still here? Oh, jeez. Okay, she needs to pee. I don't understand how to mark. I don't get it. I'm gonna go send her to pee. Also, oh, why are you so angry? Infuriating ex from feeling bitter about somebody nearby. Is one of your exes here right now? Like, who is making you feel that angry? Oh, Mackenzie is here. Okay, no way. He's come to a bar in this new town, miles away from anywhere else. And his freaking ex is here, and it's put him in a really bad mood. Okay, why don't we try and get over the bad mood by ordering some drinks? I feel like that's probably a smart thing to do. And there's obviously like some drinks that came with the vampires pack. Did any drinks come with this pack? Is there anything new that I can see there? I feel like I recognize most of these. Yeah, I can't see anything new. Maybe no, Barley Bale I think was in before. So let's just go for 2 wrenches because I feel like it kind of fits them, you know. And you're just gonna go dig through the trash. Okay, cool, nice. You're still kind of angry though. I need to let her let off some more steam. And oh my gosh, a full-on a full-on wolfie just turned up. A full-on werewolf in a werewolf regal. Surely Rain is gonna be like, what the actual hell? Like, because he doesn't know she's a werewolf. And then there's just, I mean, there's a guy throwing a pumpkin around as well. And an ex-girlfriend. It's a weird night. It's a weird night. Maybe that drink hit harder than he expected. I don't know. And oh my gosh, look at this fire. The fire is actually like a bunch of stuff. Like I recognize that painting and stuff. And oh my gosh, I think that's another one of his exes. How do it's like the beginning of a joke. 2 exes walk into your bar that you're in with your new flatmate who you think's hot. You also want to take a dog on a walk. I mean, you kind of are, but we won't let that on. Yeah, now you're in a really bad mood. Furious. Oh my gosh. I brought them to a bar for some chill drinks and instead I've just made everybody really angry. Also, they're having a little boogie in here. What is the new music? Beastie Boogie. And the drinks have finally hit and we're starting to feel good. It did take 2 or 3 drinks, but we're chilling, we're happy, and apparently we want to flirt with Rain. So drinks have been consumed, music is popping. I kind of want to start a fire at some point as well. Our exes are not in our heads anymore. They're over here. They're not in here. This is good. What is Beastie Boogie? It's just regular dance. And I'm wondering, does this lot have like a trait for like occult sims? Because there's so many occult sims here. It doesn't. Why do so many occult sims appear here? I don't get it. Oh. And I thought they might fancy a little slow dance, but they decided to take the slow dance outside. It's kind of an intimate slow dance. I think it's last orders, guys. It's 2 a.m. So if you want a drink, you're probably gonna have to go now instead of like, I don't think you need another drink. I think you're both kind of drunk. Oh my gosh, you literally want to go order another drink. Okay, I'll leave you guys do that then. It's kind of a romantic moment we've got going on here. We've got the little fire, we've got our drinks. And since she wants to flirt, like I didn't give her that whim. She kind of got it all on her own. Like, you know, Rain's a good looking guy. She's probably like, oh, so what wait, make wolf eyes out. Oh my gosh, what are wolf eyes? I've got to see how a werewolf flirts. Like, what? It's definitely like nothing he's ever heard before, that's for sure. And if you flirt with Rain, like, he's gonna flirt straight back because it's Rain. See, I feel like if she's like, oh, what made you move here? Like, oh gosh, okay. Oh, well, told you. What made you move out here? Like, he obviously can't tell her the truth, so he's got to be... Oh, is she getting fury? Oh my gosh, she's glowing red. Is that because her flurry's getting high? A fury, a flurry, a McFlurry. Oh, she's giving it back as well. Like, I feel like most other people that he's tried to flirt with have just been always like, oh my gosh, wow, you're so wonderful. But I actually feel like it's rare that people hit on him and like lead him like she's doing, especially with all like the growly stuff. He's flirty though, so clearly he's kind of into it. And he wants to kiss. Okay, he wants to kiss someone. She wants to schedule a date. Well, you kind of are already on a date. Oh, she wants to kiss as well. Okay, yeah, she's asking him about moving. He will totally lie. He'll be like, oh, you don't understand. Like, my family were like... growl seductively. Oh my gosh, yes. My family were like so pressury and like it was just like time for me to move on and like I just wanted to make it on my own. I've always been such a hard worker. Lies, basically. Pure lies just pouring out of his mouth right now, but she doesn't know any better. She is becoming very fury right now, though. She's glowing quite a lot, and I think he's noticing. He's like, what is this? It's kind of freaking me out. Oh, bless her. She's got work in an hour. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay, that's kind of scary to do in the middle of a flirt. Not gonna lie. That's even worse. But like, as much as I really want little werewolf toddlers, I really want to try out the werewolf toddler thing. I also think she's like a lot more feisty than his other like, you know, girls that he's been interested in. She's like a werewolf that wants to run her own pack. Like, she's not gonna like just fall for little like, I'm not gonna call him, I don't know what to call him. I'm gonna call him little TikTok boy Rain instead. She wants to be a chomp champion. She wants to join the Wildfangs and become an alpha. Like, I want her to do all this as well, so I'm not gonna be foolish. I'm like, she's going away. She's like walking off. She's actually got to go to work. We're not gonna be foolish. We might be initially attracted to Rain, and he might be very good at talking the talk and being all cozy and whatnot. She also thinks there's maybe a little bit more to his story that he's not really letting on. Also, he hasn't really brought any money to the house yet, other than he's moving in money. So we're gonna be a little bit careful. Whilst she's at work, we're gonna go ahead and head back home. She's definitely gonna be harder to get than his usual girls. And while she's at work, I kind of want to like explore the local area. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. There's literally someone that's done this in a woods near us. Oh, he's finding conversations with the other wolves like tedious after chit-chatting with her. Yeah, someone's done this like little monument thing near us. That's so funny. So we do have some neighbors over here. There's a little place to barbecue. There's like this little pretty tree thing. Focus camera on pack leader. Wait, what? This is the oh my gosh, it's the wolf. The wolf, Christoph. What? Okay, what is this tree? And who is this guy? Is he like running a pack? He looks so nice. I feel like he's from like the nice group. Like, you know, the opposite aspiration of the one she's got, this a missionary of the collective. I feel like this wolf is from like the opposite side. I've given her the renegade one because she's kind of feisty, you know? But Rain's on his phone because like, you know, he's on TikTok, checking how many DMs he's got and whatnot. Checking his comments on his latest little thirst trap post. So he totally is somehow not noticing the fact that there's a whole wolf over there. So instead instead, I'm gonna have him like, he's like, oh, there's a nice little place to go fish. That's kind of cool. There's a lot of places in here for him to like sit on his guitar and like, you know, write some songs, because he does do that. He is level 8 on guitar. It's the only thing and charisma. He's really good at swooning ladies and playing guitar. That's like his whole shtick. He's not bad at Overwatch as well. He's pretty good at video games. But since he's seen this place, I want to go travel to the peak. I want to know what this is all about. Ooh, oh wow. Okay, he's like, this is a good spot to just like come. Wait, what is that? Moon petal. This is a cool place to just like come and like, you know, like you could definitely get like, you know, if you brought like a romantic interest here, I'm like, I've got a view that every time I see it, I'm just reminded of you. I had to bring you here. And then you could be like pointing to things in the distance like, oh, that over there is like Glimmerbrook. No, don't do that. And over there, that peak you can see is actually like quite close to Granite Falls. And he'd be like, he's got his guitar out. I literally said it. He'd be like holding their hand the whole time, pointing. I heard that tip recently, so that's what he would totally be doing here. But this is the thing. He's just there playing his guitar, thinking about, and singing. He's practicing singing autonomously. Interesting. He's totally missing the fact that there's paw prints here. Does something happen here at the full moon? I don't know. We are on waxing crescent, so we're building up to a full moon. I think if last night was a new moon, doesn't it go waxing crescent, quarter moon, waning crescent? No. Oh my gosh, I forgot my moon phases. Waxing crescent, quarter moon, something half moon, and then something 3/4 moon, something full moon. Oh my gosh, it shows me them here. Okay. Waxing crescent, first quarter. Waxing gibbous, that's the fella. Full moon. Okay, so it's actually less phases than I thought. And then waning crescent, waning gibbous, third quarter, and then it'd be waning crescent. Yeah. So waning and waxing. So the full moon is on Tuesday. Okay, what's gonna happen on Tuesday? I'm actually so intrigued to find out. Well, if you want to impress people though, maybe don't just sing Incy Wincy Spider. Okay. He's definitely got a lot to work on when it comes to singing, but he's getting there. He's getting there and he's excited to write songs. And Luna is back home from work. So we're going to go ahead and travel back down to the base. She has got back from work angry. She's very angry right now. I don't think she loves the fact that she's got to work. Or she doesn't enjoy her job. I don't know. So if that is like the good bases leader, where is the other group? Because I need to try and join them, but I've not found them yet. I've got to pass some trials to be able to join the pack. But like, where is their base? I don't even know. There's like this abandoned like dig site over here. Like, what is that? I don't know. Spa! Oh my gosh, they can spa. They can freaking spa here. Oh my gosh, this is like so freaking cool. But where is the other leader's base? There's the fire we started. Here is like a sewer. Underground freaking tunnels. Oh my gosh, we'll be exploring the bejesus out of the sewers. Like Charlie from It's Always Sunny. Yeah, we'll be like Charlie. We'll go in the rat ways. So where is the other leader's base? I can't find it. Somebody's got a little trailer out here. Oh my gosh, I found some more tunnels. There's tunnels here as well. Oh, this is so cool. I love exploring things. I feel like I need to put like flares down to remember where everything is. There's not a lot of lots here, but there is like a big amount of space, you know? And there's underground tunnels here as well, where this fighting arena is. But I still can't find where the wild fangs hang out. Oh my gosh. I thought this was the fire we had last night, but it isn't. Focus on pack leader. This is the other camp. Okay, I'm fuming. I'm in a bad mood. So I'm going to take my mind off it by going ahead and introducing myself to the pack leader. We have matching necklaces and scars, so I feel like we should be good friends. Let's sniff. Also, Rain would appreciate this whole like workout kit that seems like it's less like the expensive nice one that he would have got bought at home. And instead is like, you know, it's kind of put together. Like they're just like breeze blocks that have been like tied together with some rope. These are like taped on. This is the pack leader. She's really cool. I'm kind of digging it. And there's a whole werewolf here. This is Lou. These guys must be like powerful werewolves because they've been able to like transform outside of the moon cycle. Okay, we're doing a little sniff and introduce. Okay. The first impressions are good. That's so important because they're in the wild fangs. Okay, perfectly. We think that they're emotionally expressive and they're an apex wolf. And they think that we're responsible. Wow, okay. I mean, we were living in our own place, I guess. So let's go like ask about werewolf packs. And maybe we can ask about the Moonwood Mill. Is that the place that's a library now? Oh, I'm going to find out so much lore doing this. This is perfect. Remember, Luna, being a werewolf isn't some big hokey sentimental burden. It's a gift. Sure, you've got to be willing to put in the work, but that doesn't make it any less of a gift. Just better yourself and get out there in the world. I'll never let a single member of the Wildfangs get away with being some sad sack know-it-all. Each and every member has to have a little fight in them. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, wow. I think I'm getting quite ragey. Maybe because I'm angry as well. I don't know. But I love, like, look, favorably compare werewolves to vampires. Spread beastly rumors, point out the downsides of vampires. There's like loads of cool, like little new things you can talk about, which I really like. I feel like my fury is high right now. It's getting higher and higher. She's starting to walk a little bit like this because she's like super angry. They have told us about the mill as well. Power Sip Midnight is a great way to build your fury if you're wanting to transform. Okay, so we've met her. And then the other person over here is Lou. Oh, she's getting tired. She's gone for a little wolf nap. No, wake up. I want you to meet everybody from the Renegades, from the Wildfangs. Okay, so Lou loves press-ups and says, listen, Luna, I joined the Wildfangs because I love being a werewolf. I'm not planning to turn my back on this lifestyle. They don't pick sides over there at Moonwood Collective. Everyone is just on their own werewolf journey or whatever. I'd rather go on a real journey somewhere cool that apparently involves burning things. So, but yeah, I feel like Luna's kind of feisty as well. She's like, yeah, me too. I want to burn things as well. So I feel like this is good. We've introduced ourselves to the people from this park. She finds him very attractive as well. He is just a puff, Lou. He must be recently transformed. And both of them find each other responsible, which is so funny because they've literally both joined a park, which encourages being hectic, but who am I to judge? I have, however, accidentally left... Oh, Rain's talking to a girl. I left Rain alone for 2 minutes and he's flirting with somebody and he really needs to pee and fall asleep. But no, first of all, we're going to play our guitar to impress someone. He's such a savage. He is like literally such a savage sim. She finds him immature, but he literally doesn't care because he finds her hot. I can't with him. I literally can't with the sim. Luna like wants to get to know Rain. I feel like once you get to know him, you're probably not going to like him very much because he's kind of a bit of a rut, you know? But people can change. Rain has a lot of growing up to do. Oh, she's gone hunting. Oh, they all hunt autonomously. And right now we're still doing this whole villainous Valentine aspiration. But oh my gosh, he's got more girls coming over to talk to him. But one of Luna's things that she has to do to complete her aspiration of Wildfang Renegade is to turn Sims into werewolves. So you never know. She might do it either as a punishment if she finds Rain kind of gets on her nerves, or she might do it as a way to try and give Rain a new focus in his life. Who knows? Either way, there is so much to this park to explore. Like, I want to go explore in the mines. I want to do more stuff for the Wildfang Renegades. I want to bite Rain and turn him quite badly. I want to know what happens at the full moon. I want to know what happens when we join the park. Like, there's so much that I want to know and I'm really excited to explore, which makes me really happy because, like I said, I didn't initially love the look of the werewolves, but I always said that I wanted to wait and see what the gameplay was like. Other than the copious farting, one thing I like is like they go hunting for me and it feels a little bit more savage than I was expecting. And I love that. So I'm kind of enjoying getting to grips with this park. There is still so much we got to do. And if you guys are enjoying this as well, then we'll keep the series going. What's happening over here? Oh my gosh. Is that a werewolf fight? Oh, wow. See what I mean? Wait, you fighting a vampire? Oh no, two werewolves fighting. Who was fighting? Rory and Lou. Oh, they were sparring. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Now they're like all like, yeah, bro, such a good fight. Yeah, it totally was. Okay, I really want to join these guys. Yeah, let me know if you guys are enjoying it as much as I am and you would like me to keep exploring this park with Rain and with Luna. We will keep Luna's aspiration going while she tries to figure out how to get into the Wildfangs. With Rain, I think he might be getting a bite, maybe at the first full moon. Who knows? We'll continue this aspiration till then, but honestly, I feel like he needs a little bit of, you know, a little bit of steering in life, something to focus on. Oh, and Christy's calling him. Awkward. And maybe the fact that you've been bitten and now are turning into some kind of supernatural being that you have to hide from your family could be a good new thing to focus on. So let me know if you guys like the idea in the comments below. And I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.